for supporting us. And you know, some people say aim for the top 10, but we say it's more important to get to 11.
Yeah. Lucky number 11.
What's better than one number one than two?
You will get to one after this interview for sure. Alright, well, I'm curious. Do you even remember being at our studio?
Yes.
I'm trying to remember which one it is.
Yeah, remind us about it. Because I remember the whole trip. I can't remember exactly which one Met was.
Well, I didn't do the interview with you guys.
What's the studio? What recognisable features would I?
It's pretty purple.
Does it have microphones in it and some desks?
Yeah, it does. It's just like radio stations.
Yeah.
Is that the one where just over the microphone there's like a triangle square thing which says Met on it?
Yeah.
Is it the one where they play
And you
music?
did a big sign, you had a signature called Lawson, which is bigger than any other signatures on
Oh,
the
really?
wall.
Oh!
Sounds like
You
something
remember
we
now?
did.
Yeah,
Sounds
I
like
remember.
something we do, yeah,
Who
definitely.
interviewed us last time?
I'm not sure. Was it, I think DJ Carla?
Okay, cool.
Carla.
Maybe?
Yeah, Carla
Maybe.
rings a bell. Rings a bell.
Rings a bell. It's ringing bells.
It was 2.5 years ago.
Quite
Nearly
sure.
3 years ago. So
Yeah, it's been a while. What has changed since then?
We basically obviously had a wealth of experience on the road since that moment, you know. So we did so many tours after that, you know, and festivals and live shows, and we really perfected our live show. And, you know, we grew up as musicians and as songwriters, and you know, we also spent a lot of time in America writing new material. So we moved to Nashville. Spent a good 6 months there just writing music and basically enjoying ourselves too, as we'd had a hard sort of few years touring constantly, so we let our hair down a little bit. And it's great to be back now though with new music, new material. You know, so great to hear Rose is doing well on MET107 and also across Asia, so it's quite overwhelming really.
Great. This is your second album, right? What's the difference?
We've definitely grown up a lot as people, and I think the music's kind of grown up with us. And we've been a bit braver on the second album as well. The first album, if we were like, oh, let's put an awesome guitar solo in here, we'd be like, probably shouldn't actually. But now, this second album, we're like, should we put an awesome guitar solo in here? We're like, yeah, let's do it. So like, especially on the Lawson EP, which has just come out with a song called Mountains. The last probably 45 seconds of that is Joel just doing a huge guitar solo.
going in.
Yeah. There isn't a lot of that on radio at the moment, and we're going to bring it back.
Yeah, we kind of miss guitar playing, like actual guitar playing on radio. Like it used to, like back in the day, you had like Guns N' Roses and Bon Jovi and people like that. And, you know, I think the guitar solo needs its time again.
You're right.
I'm glad you agree.
We need to come back over to Thailand and do some big guitar
To be
solos.
fair, they do really appreciate a guitar solo. And
So if this song
Asia
gets to number one, we'll come back and.
I'll do a set on my own guitar solo for 3
Yeah.
hours.
Well, maybe
On
we're
my
going to make
ship.
a deal. If on MET107, if
Yeah.
Rhodes gets number one, we'll send Joel to Thailand on his own with just a guitar and one amp, and he'll do a whole show of a guitar solo.
We're putting it on one
Joel
tomorrow.
and I on the road.
We're putting it on one tomorrow. Will you come by?
Oh, do you decide the job?
Yeah, I just
Oh,
decided
okay.
right now.
I realised it was that easy.
It's too easy.
Sorry, Joel.
you can't just sell me out.
That's not happening.
You named your band Lawson after a doctor.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Dr. Richards was such a great guy.
He's a very inspirational guy. You know, he's someone that we all look up to, and we wanted to name the band after something that was meaningful. You know what I mean, rather than just like paper bag or something like that. You know what I mean, or you know,
Do you
lamplight. That was quite a good name, actually. But I think it's just more important to you know, to have a story behind the things that you do. You know what I mean? And Dr. Lawson was such a great man. He saved my life. You know, I had a brain tumour when I was 19, so he saved me from that. And we actually invited him on stage to do a gig with us, Liverpool Echo Arena, which is my hometown arena, 15,000 people. And you know, Dr. Lawson came on stage and you know, said a few words, and it was
Rocked the
amazing.
mic, didn't he?
Yeah, it was an amazing experience. We were all in tears.
How does he feel about it?
I think he's like made up. I think he's delighted, yeah, because he's like, you know, a bit of a local hero now at home.
Very
you know.
Very humble, though, isn't he? He's a
Very humble, very
humble man.
So how did you
Humble
tell
dude.
him? You just be like, hey doctor.
I didn't tell him. I didn't tell him. I think he just found out.
He found out.
He heard us on the radio.
Yeah, when the story kind of started circling around, and someone obviously told him, "Have you heard that band?"
We had a top 5 hit with our first song, When She Was Mine, and it was getting played all over the radio. So I think he must have been driving in his car and being like, "This is Lawson," you know, and he must have been like, "Hey," but I suppose it was a good
That's
moment.
my thing.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah. Never bad enough for me.
That's awesome. Your songs, where do you get your inspirations from? Like about the lyric, the story behind the songs. Is it your personal experiences or you just imagine something?
Always personal experiences. Yeah. Like, you know, relationships, you know, our lives, what we've been through over the last few years. Your lives. And then basically, yeah, something you hear on TV, you know, like something you read in the paper, you know, so something that takes your eye, like a lyric. I've been writing a lot of lyrics at the moment, and then the tune comes afterwards, you know. But it depends really. Sometimes the melody comes first. Depends what you want to do. But it's you can take inspiration from anything, right?
Sometimes it all comes at once.
It does.
We kind of tour around the world. We always take a backpack with some recording equipment in it, and like with this day, it's just over there. You can pretty much record a whole album on that thing. Like we kind of a lot of the time, Andy will just come up with a melody, and we'll just kind of put a 4/4 beat behind that, and you can kind of build the song from there.
Yeah, Joel has a little MIDI keyboard. You know, lays down some synths. Ryan has like a guitar, so he lays down some bass on that. And then basically, you know, we just get around the mic and just sing some, you know, 4-part chanting choruses and stuff like that. And then, you know, send it over to the label. They'll be like, guys, we love this. And then, you know, we'll get in the studio and finish it off.
Great. What's the inspiration behind Rose? Whose story is that?
It's my story about a relationship I was in. Yeah, well, it's actually... I stole the title from Californication, a program on TV on Netflix. You should watch it; it's really good. But I used it for my own experience because I was in a similar situation in a relationship that I was in, where I was always drawn back to this girl. Couldn't get away from her. You know what I mean? And I always ended up back there, no matter what I did. So I wrote a song about it.
Good story.
Thank you.
You guys been in this business now, what, 6 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6.5, yeah.
What are like the unexpected things? Things you didn't like imagine to happen or like...
I think one thing, yeah, all of it. When you first,
How many blaggers there are?
yeah, oh yeah, maybe
a
those 4.
a lot of people are in jobs that they don't necessarily deserve. Other than that, no. To be honest, there's a lot of positives, and
Yeah.
you know, I don't think anyone prepared us for what we were going to be doing. You know, you don't really, when you first pick up a guitar, you don't expect to be going out and doing things with it. I mean, you don't even really dream of it. You just sort of keep your head down, and play guitar or drums or whatever, and you know, do your best. So I mean, we're just taken aback by all of it. We're so lucky, and you know, we're so grateful for I mean, mainly for the fans. Like, we're back here now because you know, the fans are so supportive, and they request our songs all the time for radio stations, and you know, they turn up to all the shows and things, and yeah, it's really good. It's
Do you
great.
still get nervous before a
Yeah.
show, or is it like...
I do. What
Whatever.
about you guys?
It depends on the show, to be honest.
Yeah.
If it's weird, if it's a really big show, it's not as nerve-wracking as, for me, like the smaller, intimate ones.
Why is that?
I think because you can see the reaction on people's faces much
Oh.
more in a smaller show than in, say, a stadium or an arena.
We're saying that in 2 days' time, we've got our first night supporting Robbie Williams on his Australian, New Zealand arena stadium tour, and I think we might get a little bit nervous on that night, just because Robbie for us is such an inspiration. He's such a huge artist that to support him is such an honour. That first night that we had a few pre-gigs.
I remember being a kid, like 7, 8 years old, listening to Robbie Williams, and and now, you know, fast forward 18 years, and I'm about to go on tour with it. It's just
what a
Dream
difference
come true.
18 years makes.
It's just crazy.
Yeah. If you could give any advice to like upcoming bands or, you know, anybody that's watching this interview and is a musician at home trying to make it in this business, what would your advice be?
Watch out for crooks. Keep your eyes open. Grow eyes in the back of your head. No, I'm kidding.
I think get your stuff
Sounds
on,
dangerous.
get your stuff on YouTube, I'd say.
Yeah.
YouTube, do some
Yeah.
covers, you know, because that's the best way to get noticed.
See whatever song's big that week, and cover it, get it online.
So if Lawson makes it to #1 on the Met chart,
Wish it will.
then cover
Well.
roads, and then you never know, we might see it. we might invite you to come on tour with us if you like it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You never know.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Got it on tape.
No,
Got that on
it's
tape.
done. It's down
Got that
now.
tape.
All right. Any chance we will get to see you guys in Thailand?
Absolutely.
Yes, we'd love to come
100%.
back.
Hopefully
We'd love to
next
come
year. Next year
I
we
think-
want to see some, see some places far afield and do our own gigs and stuff. And hopefully the music will take us there. So
I think the more crazy the fans go for us, the more chance we're gonna.
you're just trying to make them go crazy, aren't you?
I'm always
Look
trying
at
to
you.
make them go
Look at
crazy.
you go.
But it's
You're
true
a hype
though.
machine.
It's
You're
true
a
when the
hype
record
machine.
label's looking right. Where should we send the guys? Where should we send them? If Thailand, if all the fans are going crazy for Lawson, we've got to go there. So that's how we do it.
They do it.
All right. Let's do this thing. I'm gonna say something and you guys have to answer right away, like each one of you. We're gonna start.
It's like
here.
danger.
All right. If I say Thailand, you say.
Amazing. Thailand.
You're sorry.
Oh God.
Right away.
The beaches, beautiful
A
beaches.
bucket of vodka Red Bull that ended the entire band one night.
True story.
True story.
Beautiful people.
That's a good one. All right. Thank you, you guys.
Is that it? Is that
That's it.
Another word.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so
Thank
much.
you.
Nice to see you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much for coming over. See you at the RDO thing.
Yes, we will be there.
Thank you.
RDO.